testified before Congress. You heard him a bit from before, but here's some more of what he had to say.
I made a mistake in presuming that the self-interest of organizations, specifically banks and others, was such as that they were best capable of protecting their own shareholders and the equity in the firms.
He said he made a mistake. Greenspan actually accepted a sliver of blame. Now, his critics say he left out all the other mistakes he made, but you know what? Accepting a little blame is still more than we've heard from most of these other culprits of the collapse. There's plenty of blame to go around, Republicans and Democrats, and tonight we're asking all of us, including ourselves, to look in the mirror as we add another name to our 10 most wanted list. You. Here's 360's Randy Kay.
It was the ride you thought would never end. The spending spree you've grown accustomed to. Bigger homes, fancier cars, more credit cards than you could count.
We took on too much credit. It was part of the American dream that we were convinced we needed to be part of.
For many, that dream is now a nightmare. In September, more than 80,000 homes were foreclosed on, a 71% spike from the year before.
We had the ability now to get cheap and easy credit. It's like somebody offering you crack. You don't have to buy it.
But we did. The Federal Reserve says the average family in the U.S. is nearly $80,000 in debt, including mortgages. That's about $2 trillion nationwide. And consumers are saving less than ever. In the last 4 years, you've saved less than 1% of your income.
We didn't save for a rainy day because for so long we didn't see that rainy day. And now it's pouring and nobody bothered to stop to buy an umbrella, even if you could charge it to your credit card.
We know it's not all your fault. You've been bombarded with offers of cheap credit and bigger home loans. But consumers seem to have lost any sense of discipline. When the banks told you you could afford more house than you needed, too many of you jumped on it.
At some point, personal responsibility needed to kick in, and you needed to say, you know what, I really can't afford this.
But with all this easy credit, how could you? Especially when your neighbor's house is bigger, your best friend drives a nicer car, and television shows like this one hammer home bigger, better, more.
I can't throw a party for 500 grand.
Neither can I. At least not a good one. Nick, it's economies of scale.
Do you even know what that means?
No, but you know what I think I mean, and that's what matters. We need $2 million.
Instant gratification. Easy credit makes it possible. Remember when you had to actually save up for what you wanted? Now you just charge it. Credit card approval takes minutes. And those fancy cars, instead of buying them since you couldn't really afford them, you started leasing them.
Car leasing was a contributing factor to our idea that we didn't have to cut back. You could always get more than you thought you could afford.
So forget what Gordon Gekko told you years ago.
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works.
He lied, but maybe you believed him. Living beyond your means has earned you, the consumer, a place among our 10 most wanted culprits of the collapse. Randy Kay, CNN, New York.
So let's make it official. You, all of us, to be precise, we're including ourselves in this, join our 10 most wanted list.